You just fucking...
I just fucking died. Fuck. Damn it. Fucking Christ on a fucking silly fucking cracker. Well, let's talk about Spellbreak, which I think is it's a little bit different for both of us because me and you,
None of us have ever played a battle royale.
yeah, we kind of like look at battle royales and we're just kind of like, I'll never be one of those players because like,
Peasantry games.
yeah, like I'm not a simpleton who enjoys battle royales, but
I'm gonna, yeah.
Spellbreak surprised me.
Yeah, it surprised me too, actually, because I downloaded it a while ago, and then like, oh, you know, I looked, I was like, it's still a battle royale though, and I never fucking touched it. Like I looked at it, like the idea of it was cool to me, like battle royale, but instead of just being generic guns, you're running around casting spells, and you're a mage and you fly around and shit. I'm like, that looks fun. I might be able to get into that.
Yeah, and what I really liked right off the bat was just how fluid all of the animations were. The spell effects were really cool. The art style was something that I could really vibe with. It just
Definitely.
had this feel to it that drew me in a little bit more. I know a lot of people might look at it and be like, that's just Fortnite's graphic style. But to me, it
fits better with them.
It has a little bit
mage
more
aesthetic.
character to it,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But I can't really say too much because I've never played Fortnite. I've only seen videos of it. So I don't really like to talk bad about games that I haven't had the chance to play.
Oh, I do all the time. Fortnite sucks dick.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's mechanically a very pleasing game to play. Like just the addition of the fact that since you're mages, you run around, floating around, and you have little mobility spells that let you like rocket around and fly, or jump up into the air and float, or teleport. That's a fun one.
yeah, there's
Like little magic dashes.
there's something that's really satisfying about just
Flying around.
and like shooting off these spells and
Fireball.
and feeling like a powerful sort of spellcaster. There is a story to the game. I haven't.
Oh god, there is.
A very slight story. You know, because of the quests and whatnot, there's like very sort of vague story missions, but like not enough for me to like really follow along.
Maybe I'll read up on it. I just finished another quest where I had to like drop off payments to somebody.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I wish I knew what we were paying them for.
Yeah. The story is supposedly going into what happened as far as like the fracture is what they call it. To me, it was similar to like almost like how Outlands and World of Warcraft Burning Crusade sort of like blew up, so to speak, Draenor or whatnot.
Ner'zhul's back at it again, guys.
That's right. What I like about the game, besides a lot, is just the art style. The sound effects are really fun. The music,
The spell combinations.
the spell combinations, yes. I really like the idea of duos and like having like a squad, so like you can have a team of people go at it. Because I think a lot of people like going at it alone, like solo, but I have more fun playing with friends and like teaming up against everyone else. And it's really fun to like, even if you don't make it to the top, it is satisfying being like one of the top 5 teams and just being like, yeah, we outlasted all those other plebs who just suck.
Yeah, and I kind of try and sneak around and be a pseudo healer where like I stay in the back and
Just turn around and retreat.
you know, don't really attack unless I know I can get something off. And then when they die, when someone inevitably dies, I try and stealth in and fucking revive them. Because that was actually one of the first like little broken combos I found, like with the stealth rune, which is
Invisibility.
Invisibility, whatever. You know, it doesn't break when you go to perform an action, so I can like sneak in while everyone's still fighting and like revive a teammate and hopefully get the fuck out of there before someone dies. It's hit or miss, but
Yeah. My
it
favorite
feels good when it goes off.
my favorite combination is fire and wind.
I've been partial to fire and earth. The first one I tried was earth just because they were like, for beginners, you know, you just aim in their general direction, hope they're on the ground. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at shooters, so like I knew I wasn't gonna be great at this game from the get-go, because once you add a third dimension of like pointing my fucking mouse around, I like panic and
And try to
miss
guess like
everything.
how people are, how they're going to move and whatnot. To me,
Which is even harder in this game because they're floating
they're fucking
around.
flying around, and like, you know, depending on their runes, they can do all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's fun for me. The fire one is reminiscent of like traditional first-person shooters, like the rocket launcher. You know, it's a slow-moving missile, but if you aim it just right and you can guess at the enemy trajectory and it successfully goes off, there's something really satisfying about getting a fireball off and having it actually hit your opponent, which makes it a little bit addicting. The combination with wind to make like a fire tornado, or
Yeah, so that was one of the cooler things.
or with toxicology, making like a gas cloud and then exploding it with a fireball, is also
I think
really
it does
fun.
more damage too.
Yeah, just all that sort of fun stuff really
I like
makes it
Earth.
engaging.
Because you can make like, because you know there's the fire spell is like a little fireball, but then the earth you start making basically more fireballs as your little fissures get ignited. So you just like this cool area denial where I'm just like, yeah, I'm fucking setting this whole ground on fire. Fuck you guys. This is our point now,
Yeah.
and I can't really do anything about it.
So I guess maybe we should backpedal and assume that maybe there's some people out there who don't know what a battle royale game is, even though I would be surprised. But
Yeah, they're pretty mainstream now.
how
I
it
still have to explain MOBAs to people, so I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, how it works is that in the beginning of the match, or at least for Spellbreak, right, you're going to choose your main sort of magical gauntlet. So, like, you can choose between fire, ice,
Wind, lightning,
And-
poison, and earth.
yeah, they have like more specific names. Like, I think the is air the tempest one, and like poison
Air is
is like
tempest.
toxicologist.
Lightning is conduit.
Right.
I think stone is like stone, earth shaker or something. I don't even know.
Right. So you're guaranteed like to be casting like that one sort of main hand.
Yeah,
sort
you
of,
can't change that one out.
yeah.
And it dictates like, because you have levels, which I thought was also cool. Like the longer the match goes on, as long as you make it into these little points, you level up and you get like more talents.
Yeah. So
kind
the
of-
area in which you're fighting slowly shrinks, and it brings players closer and closer together until like the final moment. Where just like the world is sort of closing in around you, and you just kind of like have to be the last person standing.
Wow.
The matches start out with 42 people, and then it whittles away from there. So it is satisfying watching the ticker go down when people start dropping like flies, and you're like, holy shit, there must have been a big battle, because like we went from 30 people to like 16 in like a matter of
Real
minutes.
fast.
Yeah. So it is fun, especially when you find yourself and your team basically on the opposite end of the map from where the circle is going to be. And then you find yourself like bum rushing, to that area to like make it there in time, because if you're caught outside the circle when it's
You
closing
start
in,
taking damage.
yeah, you start taking damage.
And it creates an oh shit son.
Yeah, like this, oh shit, let's hurry up, team.
And then people can pick you off while you're coming in.
The matches, would you say, last about what?
5-10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, I would say
Depending on how far you get.
yeah, depending on how far you get, you should like maybe time like 10-15 minutes per match if you're feeling like you're that good. The queue times aren't too bad. They're about a minute to 2 minutes.
Yeah. Which I was grateful for. I was actually surprised. I didn't think the game was that popular, and I was like, oh man, we're gonna have long ass queue times.
Yeah,
But we get in pretty quickly, and even at different varying sizes of squads, we get in quickly. Actually, I meant to ask, does it team you up against similar size squads, or is it
I think
random?
it does. So I think if you play like depending on what kind of battle royale, if you're going squads, it's it's teams of 3. If it's duos, teams of 2, and then there's solo queuing. And I think everybody who queues up for solo, it's all solo players. If it's all duos, because if you think about it, if somebody's queuing up solo, you're not really going to stand a chance, going against a team of 3.
Yeah, that'd be unfair. Although some people have fucked us like that. Better people.
Yeah, people
At
who are
least me.
just can just come in there and just shit all over you. And for people who don't really like battle royales, it also just came out with a game mode called Dominion.
Oh, is it new?
Yeah, it's fairly new from the latest patch. I guess major patch that they had.
I like it. I actually prefer that mode, honestly.
Really?
I like getting in straight to the action.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that turns me off the battle royales is like that beginning of, hopping into the world and like looting for a good fucking few minutes. And it's a lot better in this game because you only really have like, what do I want as my offhand element? Upgrade that, and what runes am I looking for, and picking up some potions and shit.
Yeah, it always bugged the shit out of me with other battle royales where it's like, all right, I'm choosing like between a variety of 500 different weapons.
Now these different, like the brief time I had playing PUBG, I was like, why are there so many weapon mods and shit? Like, fuck out of here. Like, I don't need to. I needed like a fucking encyclopedia just to like
I don't.
Oh, this goes here.
I don't know why I should give a fuck about all these different components for my
when I'm
character
about
who's
to
just
get
gonna die.
sniped from an hour.
Like, you're just fucking wasting my time.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Whereas this, it's just like all you have to worry about is your gauntlets. So you got your main hand and your offhand, and then you can find upgrades for those. That's it for the weapons, and then you can upgrade an amulet, which is your mana, so how much spell casting you're doing. Boots,
Belt, which is armor.
Boots for your
Boots and
running,
movement speed.
and the belt is going to be for your armor.
And they're very straightforward. Like,
It's
one's clearly better.
Yeah, and it does it based off of like item rarity, and that's how you upgrade it. There are scrolls that you can collect.
Because you have talents, that's right.
Yeah,
you have 3 talents.
You do unlock talents, and how they do that is kind of interesting. You have to level up
different classes.
Main schools of magic gauntlet thingers. And when you level that up, you permanently sort of unlock that talent as a choice. And before the match, when you're choosing your main gauntlet, you can then choose what talents you want to when you go into the map. So, and the talents are kind of, simple things, sort of like, when you die, you have a chance, well, you can come back and be like resurrected with like a little bit of health. And you're immune for a little bit. Another one is sort of like like a life steal?
Yeah, there's one that's a life steal. There's one that gives you a shield that blocks damage every so many seconds. It'll just reform around you.
The one that I like is the one that lets you drink potions a little bit faster.
I've been trying to get that one. Because like that's like really important late game. I found out like
you're running away and
sneaking around drinking a potion.
Yep. Just going invisible. All right, let me chug this one real quick. Smash it on the ground like some kind of badass.
Another!
I'll have another.
One of my favorites is it gives you immunity to poison and fire, like damage over time.
That seems busted.
And then when you level up the talent, it gives you reduced duration of being like shocked by electricity. And something else. I think wind doesn't pull you in as far as frozen. It's a reduced duration of being frozen. You break out of CC really.
Yeah, you can let it go.
Yeah, basically.
Frozen. Another cool thing about the game is, and I feel like we're starting to sound like a paid advertisement.
No, it takes a lot for us to talk positively of a fucking battle royale.
Yeah.
This is remarkable, and people should be aware of that.
Yeah. It's cross-platform, so you can play between like PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Everybody plays like on the same sort of.
Well, I have a separate account, or I'll log in my other one because I've been thinking of giving it a try on the console just to see how the controls. If maybe I'm a little better because I'm fucking trashed here at the game. I just have fun zooming around.
You're good. I don't know if it because when you first log in, I know. So I also downloaded the game on the Epic Play Store. Because on the Discord server, the official Discord server for Spellbreak, there was a code. Well, no, they referred you to Twitch, and if you're a Prime subscriber and you're on Twitch, you got a code to redeem on the Epic Game Store, which would give you a cosmetic sort of outfit. So
Oh, that's cool. What kind?
it was simple.
Technically.
I wanted to try it, so I logged in to the Epic Game Store because I typically play on Steam. And when I downloaded the game and I went into the game, it asked for my Spellbreaker ID if I already had one. So I was able to put that in and it linked everything up. So maybe I'm assuming if you logged into the PlayStation or the Xbox version of the game, it'll give you a chance to type in your Spellbreaker ID and a password, which I completely forgot that I set a password. And I was able to log in and everything synced up. So that's cool. So to me, it seems like that's definitely a possibility.
Because that'd be cool. I don't want to, like, it would immediately, I'm not going to play it on console if I have to level up every fucking
Yeah, that would suck.
class again.
The game also isn't pay to win. So the only thing that you can
Buying or
spend money
cosmetics.
is really only cosmetic items. So what kind of costumes your guy wears, stuff like that.
I mean, it's sort of pay to win.
How so?
Because, like, you can buy, like, costumes where you're a male instead of playing, like, as a female, and they get, like, lower stats. So there's a pay difference.
Donnie is kidding.
But it's really fun. And each gauntlet handles very differently, and I like that. Like, they're very apparent differences. Like, it's not just like, oh, this does a different element of damage and has a different spell. Like, each one fire, like, toxicology is like a shotgun, spray of poison, fireballs, like this like little rocket, wind of these little quick shuriken things almost.
Yep.
Lightning is like a machine gun. Earth is just a fucking ground slam that launches a shockwave.
My only complaint, if you really would call it a complaint, and maybe it's nitpicky, because it's cool to see like all the elements interact with each other. I just wish it interacted with the world more. So like if I throw like a giant boulder at a castle wall, I would love for that wall to like break apart. Or if I throw fireballs at trees, it'd be cool if the trees like,
that'd be cool as shit.
Caught on fire. If you
tornado a tree, it whirlwinds it around and throws it off in a random direction.
And like you could hurt players that way. Same thing with the buildings, because like they already look like they're destructed, so why not cause a little bit more havoc? Because if somebody's hiding in there, that'd be cool if you could fucking blow it to smithereens.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
Now I'm sure the game.
I think that would be actually going into Fortnite territory because they have destructible shit.
Yeah.
Although I think that's only the stuff you build yourself.
Yeah. So I think that'd be cool. I know the game would probably take a performance hit. Maybe the console players would be affected, but I think that would be like a really cool step to see like, okay, not only can my elements, the different element magics interact with each other, but have it also interact with the world. Because it's sort of like it does take you out of it for a second when you're like, wow, look at how all these elements interact with each other. And you hurl a fireball and it clips a tree and the tree doesn't even sway.
That's a strong ass tree.
And it's like, oh my God.
It would make me feel cool too, because like with the combination of fire and earth, you already kind of feel like a trebuchet because you like lay this firewall down to throw a giant rocket from a distance and it's like a molten fucking trebuchet attack.
And I think it would also look cool, like too, because like as you're walking through the areas, you'll be able to tell if a battle took place there because everything's blown to fucking hell.
That'd actually be awesome.
Yeah.
I would like that.
I would like that too. But, if it never happens, that's okay too.
It's still fun.
It is.
It's very fun.
It is a fun game.
Even when you're not like great at it, you'll get random stuff where you'll win. Like we randomly won like 3 in a row one time and all that. I don't know how that happened.
It's because I wasn't there.
Because no, I mean part of it was we had a dedicated scout
lookout.
But then like a lookout because one of the runes you can get like reveals everyone in a vicinity. And then other than that, I have no fucking clue. I'm pretty sure it was just a user putting on his big boy boots and carrying the shit out of this because he is getting really good at the game, actually.
Yeah, I think he's in it right now.
Yeah, it's how he does. He gets like into games and he fucking masters them before he's done.
Yeah. Yeah,
I always found admirable.
Yeah, once he finds a game, he's almost kind of like me in a way. Like once we find a game that we really like and we're really passionate about it, we're going to sink not only some time, but also some money. So I know he's probably spent some money on the cosmetic shop. And I know I did the same thing. I bought a chapter pass.
Well, I bought the chapter pass. That was all I got.
Yeah.
So like, I've already played enough of this game to get that kind of value. Might as well give it to the developers.
Yeah, if a free to play game gives me a couple hours of enjoyment, I'm absolutely fine with giving them some money. Because kudos to them. Because
Yeah, because I know I'm hard to please.
yeah, you are. If you want to listen to the rest of that conversation, feel free to check out the Waiting on Cooldowns podcast. I went ahead and put a link in the description since I know you're so goddamn curious. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.